do not endorse any crypto, because in crypto, it's impossible for someone to win without somebody else losing. If you're gonna buy a coin for $1 and sell it for $10, the only reason you have made money is because someone else bought it for $10 and they are going to lose. I do not want anybody who is associated with me in any form to lose. That is why I do not endorse any cryptos. I will never endorse any cryptos. Absolutely none of them. Absolutely none of them. Absolutely none of them. Absolutely none of them. Absolutely none of them.
Yo, is this person fucking retarded?
Andrew Tate has just proven once again that he is an absolute hypocrite, as he just launched his own crypto coin despite numerously saying that he will never ever promote crypto just as recently as 5 months ago, and no one is calling him out. Now today I will show you guys how Andrew purposely caused his whole crypto project to fly under the radar in order for only his core community to be able to see the coin, and I will fully investigate the ins and outs of Andrew Tate's crypto scam. This video is going to convince you to never ever buy the Tate crypto token. But before we get into it, I just want to quickly mention that YouTube Studio tells me that the majority of people watching this aren't actually subbed to the channel, so if you enjoy my content and you're excited for future uploads, then please subscribe, as I'm trying to get to 800 subs this month. Anyway, back to the video. Now, I know this video is going to be very controversial and receive a ton of hate because Andrew Tate has obtained this extremely combative, almost cult-like fan base who view him as a god amongst men and are gonna go on every single negative post against Andrew Tate and defend him to the death. So I already know that people are gonna be dislike bombing this video, and I absolutely do not care. You can say whatever you want right now. I just want every Andrew Tate fan who's watching this video who believes that they're going to be millionaires through his new crypto project to come back to this video in a year or so once all traces of this crypto coin have been deleted, and just rewatch it. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself here. So Andrew Tate, I'm assuming you know him, some love him, some hate him. I think he's a pretty good entertainer and a massive grifter who lies about most of his core values. But hey, I'm not here to change your opinion about Tate today. I'm just gonna tell you about why I think he's scamming his audience. So Andrew appears to have fallen off quite a bit compared to his peak 1.5 years ago, as you don't hear as much as he used to about him anymore. Well, I do think that this is at least partly a deliberate move by Tate. What I mean by this is that Tate's popularity used to be the greatest on TikTok and or YouTube Shorts. But now, ever since he's been getting massively pushed by Elon Musk on Twitter, his own websites and Twitter are probably where he gets the most traffic, except for the large podcasts he features on, that is. And I do think that Andrew Tate has used this shift to his advantage in an incredibly smart way. So basically for a few months now, Andrew Tate has been going full edgelord on Twitter, constantly posting the N-word in his tweets. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and debate whether or not that immediately means he's racist or homophobic or whatever, because that's not the point of the video, but I am here to tell you the effect this had on Andrew Tate's mainstream headlines. So Andrew Tate used to be heavily criticized in the media for the usage of these phrases, but ever since he started using them so frequently every single day, their shock value decreased massively and mainstream media stopped talking about most things Tate related because there was just something insane happening every single day. And now the only time Tate really gets mentioned in media or by other YouTubers is if he goes out and decides to interact with other famous people or organizations, like starting beef with another YouTuber or going to a public protest getting interviewed. Other than that, his core posts are pretty much exclusively being seen by his already established fan base due to this tactic he implemented of everyday shock value that kind of desensitized the news from talking about him. Now, I think that there's a reason for this, and it definitely has to do with Andrew wanting to get involved in crypto, because Andrew Tate is probably the smartest person I've ever made a video on, because I usually talk about completely delusional self-destructive people, which is kind of insane to think about, but Andrew definitely knows what he's doing. It's all very deliberate. So what I believe is that he isolated himself from the mainstream media purposely so that he could launch the crypto coin without people immediately outing him as a scammer. So now that only his core audience really engages with his posts, this crypto project is flying completely under the radar. There is not even a single negative YouTube video referencing it right now, and no articles written about it. Meanwhile, Tate is now able to scam his core fan base without anyone really noticing or caring, because the mainstream media and other YouTubers have moved on at this point. And this is honestly an extremely smart move by Andrew Tate. I gotta give it to him. So Andrew Tate's new crypto project is called the Daddy Coin, and it definitely is one of the worst tokens I have ever seen in my entire life. There is close to zero utility, barely any value, and everyone involved in it does not actually want to accomplish anything with this project. They just want one thing: profit. So Andrew Tate first started endorsing the coin in the middle of June when Iggy Azalea, if anyone still remembers who she is, started launching her own project, the Mummy Coin. Now Tate responded to that by saying he now endorses the competing Daddy Coin, and 1 month later he pretty much took over the project completely. He relaunched the project with a promotional video where he wins a game of poker by going all in on Daddy Coin. Again, that definitely convinced me of the insane value and real life utility this token has, and he launched a horrible website to accompany it. First of all, the icon here is horrible and the entire website is just so unappealing to me, and it's shocking that there are apparently so many people who actually believe Andrew Tate is gonna make them rich and then they decide to support such a low effort project. The reality is Andrew Tate does not care about you in the slightest way. Why would a millionaire care about getting other people rich? He only cares about enriching himself further. Do not trust this guy. Andrew Tate preys on vulnerable people because besides the kids watching him, it's usually lonely, unsuccessful men that watch his content, and they want to make it in life but they have no idea how to, so they want Andrew Tate to show them and teach them. But in reality, all Andrew Tate is teaching is how to make money on Amazon. Breaking the matrix literally means working for the richest human being on earth. It's not like Tate is teaching anything of value, it is literally all just meaningless. At least when he was teaching how to make money webcamming, he actually showed you how to take money from people that don't deserve it. But what he's doing now is just teaching you how to make the rich even richer. So these people Tate is preying on don't know how to actually achieve success, so they try and take a shortcut to success by following Tate. Yet they don't realize following Tate will lead to nothing other than them becoming terrible people themselves and enriching Jeff Bezos. So no, Andrew Tate does not care about you, and the proof is literally in this website right here. Look at this garbage. Only a depressed balding man in his 30s would actually be convinced to buy into this. He tells you here you'll learn how to escape the matrix by buying Daddy. Bullshit, you won't even escape your parents' basement by buying this. Smack the police with enough Daddy coin, you can pay off authorities and buy their entire life before selling it back to them at a discount. Honestly, if you invest into this coin, you do kind of deserve to get scammed, because it's so obvious that this thing has zero utility and is just here to make money. Here he didn't even go through the effort of getting a picture. It's literally just a black screen. He's saying you get to practice your kickboxing skills against the Jeets who sold, and I don't even want to know what a Jeet is. This whole website is absolutely the worst, lowest effort crypto project I've ever seen in my entire life. It gives me actual eye cancer, and I cannot believe that there are people out here buying into this. Now he says here that two paths lie before you, one of staying broke, working 9 to 5, and one of becoming wealthy. Well, I decided to fix that one for Andrew Tate. I think my version reflects it a lot more accurately. By the way, all the way down at the bottom of the page in the corner it says financial success isn't guaranteed, which is very funny to me because Andrew opened this whole thing up with, is crypto really gambling if winning is guaranteed? So again, that's just a blatant contradiction there. Now I used to be able to at least somewhat respect the old webcam business Andrew Tate, because yeah, he was definitely an insane asshole, but at least he presented himself as who he actually was. But ever since Andrew Tate started grifting and started endorsing all of these far-right political commentators and began referring to himself as a reformed Muslim, it has become obvious to me that he's just trying to make as much money as possible in order to cover his legal fees, which is why he's now starting his own crypto project. That makes him the most hypocritical creator on the platform, because he used to hate crypto back when he was still somewhat himself in his content. And now he has suddenly done a complete 180. So I'm gonna show you the real opinion of Andrew Tate on crypto.
Let me make something very clear to the world. I do not endorse any crypto. Tate coin, Top G coin, Psyop coin, Suck My Dick coin, any of them. Because in crypto, it's impossible for someone to win without somebody else losing. If you're gonna buy a coin for $1 and sell it for $10, the only reason you have made money is because someone else bought it for $10 and they are going to lose. I do not want anybody who is associated with me in any form to lose. I don't want any of my fans to lose. I don't want any young children who believe in me to lose. I don't want anybody to lose a single penny. That is why I do not endorse any cryptos. I will never endorse any cryptos, absolutely none of them.
Yeah, so this was back when Tate tried to at least be somewhat authentic, and he very clearly and authentically stated that he will never endorse a crypto token. And now he's doing the complete opposite of everything he used to preach. Now on another podcast, he actually elaborated on why he dislikes crypto even further.
Most people don't understand about crypto that it's person versus person. I see they launch these coins, and then they start a Telegram community. And then if you go in the community,
Discord,
if you get in the community, everyone's like, yeah, we're all in this together. No, you're not. No. You're not in this together. If you're buying or if you're selling, if you buy crypto at $1 and then you sell it at $10, someone bought it off you at $10.
Yeah. Probably in that same Telegram.
Probably in the same Telegram group. So you're literally stealing money from the other people in your community, the other people who believe in the project. You're stealing money from them. It's player versus player. They start these stupid communities so all of you sit there and don't dump so that the developer can dump.
Yeah.
You're all dummies.
All of you guys,
you're all dummies. Yeah. It's player versus player.
Yeah, so Andrew Tate is completely contradicting himself here. He now has a Telegram group probably telling people that they're all in this together when he previously correctly stated that all of this is actually just player versus player. It's low-key interesting to watch the complete abandonment of his previous values in real time. Now, Andrew Tate went on a crypto podcast recently, which he didn't promote anywhere, by the way, I wonder why, where he actually got pressed on why he's doing a crypto project despite previously stating that he would never get involved in crypto, and his reasoning is absolutely beyond hilarious.
I sat there and looked with pity upon this pathetic industry run by dickheads and dorks and thought, fine, I'm going to launch a coin which is based on the things that it should be based on. Coincidentally, because I'm a genius and a very successful man, I guess God just gave me the good fortune of owning the largest online educational platform on the planet, university.com. So I thought, perhaps if I tie these two things together, because my school teaches hard work and my school rewards hard work, and we teach people how to make money the old-fashioned way as opposed to this gambling roulette bullshit, perhaps I can put both together and I can save the world. Because that's what I've been doing my whole life anyway, saving the world, escaping people from the Matrix.
So he's basically saying that the crypto space is full of pathetic people who don't actually try to put any effort into anything and just make their money off what is essentially a form of gambling, which I agree with, by the way, and that's why he now came in with a project that's actually hard work, like he teaches in his Hustlers University. Well, that's a complete lie. It's not hard work to go press a few buttons and invest money in the coin and then just sit in front of your laptop watching the graph go up and down. That is just complete bullshit. This is the lowest effort project Andrew Tate has produced so far, and that's honestly quite impressive. Now, the only part Tate actually put a lot of effort into with this project was designing a way for him to drain the coin effectively in order to maximize his profits. Take everything I'm about to say with a grain of salt here, because I can't prove anything unfortunately, and I don't want to get sued, but what I think is happening here is that Tate is continuously expanding the coin once every 2 weeks or so, leading to an increase in investment, and whenever the investment increases, Tate sells his value of the token. So for instance, this all started on June 12th when Andrew tweeted out that he was now gonna support the daddy token, because he heard about a coin called Mother back when he was still pretending that this wasn't actually his project. Now when he tweeted about it, obviously the value of the coin then grew massively with a lot of people buying in, and then it decreased after a few days because some people sold the crypto off in order to make a profit while everyone was buying in. And with some people I mean that was probably Andrew Tate himself, but again I can't prove it because I don't have access to Andrew Tate's crypto wallet. He probably has a lot of them, but I unfortunately don't have the skills to go and find any of them. But I do think it's pretty obvious that he's the one selling, because why would he promote this if he wasn't directly profiting off it? He then plugged it again on June 27th and there was an obvious increase in the value of the coin, and then again an incredibly suspicious decrease with someone selling a massive amount of coins at once. Same thing happened on July 16th where he started posting promotional videos and claiming the coin as his personal project. Then on July 18th he introduced quote-unquote value to the token by connecting it to a holiday booking site, and again it increased in value followed by a decrease. Now I could go on with this for quite some time, but I think you get the point by now. I just want to quickly sidetrack and shut down any Tate bro coming along that wants to tell me, oh Materwelon, you just mentioned that you can now book hotel trips with the daddy token, so it has real life utility after all and it's not just a useless shitcoin. Listen, it's not fucking real utility. People were buying pizzas with Bitcoin in 2014. It's not some new concept, and it's not a useful concept either. So instead of using cash or my credit card to pay for my holiday, I can use my credit card to pay for Daddy token and then pay with that for my holiday. That is just adding in a completely unnecessary extra step. That is not progress, that is absolutely pointless. I see no utility in that. The only thing this thing really does is allowing you to potentially gamble how much you spend on a holiday. So let's say if you spend 100 Daddy coins for a hotel and they're worth $100, and a week after you purchase they increase to $1,000 in value, well, congrats, you just scammed yourself and overpaid for a holiday that you probably can't enjoy anymore. And if it decreases in value, then you scammed the hotel, which is also kind of shitty, because then they would probably decrease the quality of your stay because you essentially scammed them. So overall, that is definitely not something I would consider useful. Maybe if you're a gambling addict, you would enjoy this, but for any normal person, it is just completely pointless. So this is essentially how Andrew Tate makes money with the coin, and I gotta give it to him, it's smarter than the average influencer, because instead of promoting the coin once, stealing the money, and then deleting all the evidence, Andrew Tate actually promotes it over and over again in order to get even more money, which is quite a smart tactic in my opinion, but very shady and manipulative nevertheless. Now, what I think is gonna happen is this whole project will be deleted in like 4 to 5 months or so, once Andrew Tate milked the entire thing, and everyone will have forgotten about it except for the people who invested and got scammed. However, these people ironically do kind of deserve to learn a lesson about how it works, because if you think you can make money by investing in Andrew Tate's Daddy token, you are definitely undeserving of getting rich, at least at this point in time, and you should work a 9 to 5. Now, the only way I would ever forgive Tate for scamming his audience like this would be if he took the money from the scam and gave it to his charity project, Tate Pledge, which is probably the only good thing he's doing, because in that way he could actually take the money from idiots that don't deserve it and actually give it to people in need. But I don't think it's ever gonna happen. I just think he's greedy in my opinion. Now, Tate has just been a massive hypocrite recently. I mean, he went on stage with French Montana, who scammed his audience with crypto, by the way, which Tate should care about but doesn't, and then fired up the crowd despite previously claiming everyone that goes to concerts is an NPC, brokey, or whatever. To me, it's now obvious that Tate is just grifting for money to cover his legal fees. He contradicts himself every day basically, and I hope you can see that too. I know that some people are gonna be like, oh, he's rich and famous and you're a nobody in a small apartment making shitty videos. Well, at least I actually try to achieve my dreams, which I am passionate about, instead of giving up on all my values for even more money and just scamming my entire audience. So yeah, I think the Daddy crypto project is complete trash, and I hope that no one will invest in it. And yeah, that's it for the video.